Good morning, you guys. It's market day. So I have my last 3 friends that I made before bed last night, and they are getting ready to get packed up so we can go. I'm just gonna work on doing some eye makeup, and then we're gonna head out. I'm super excited. I think I have more inventory than I've ever had at a market. But a lot of like unmatched things, which for markets I feel like it's better to have fewer options with a lot or like multiples of the fewer options, but that's not what's happening. I feel like at this market, so we'll see how it goes. I know there's going to be at least one other crocheter there, but we will see how it goes. I think it will be good. I think there'll be less crocheters than there were there last year, and last year I still made like $600+. So we'll see how it goes. I'm trying not to put any expectations. I know it's gonna be hot, but it's not gonna be as hot as it's been. So, okay, I'm gonna finish getting ready. And the sun is coming in right through the windshield. Ja! Jacob, sorry. I have my friend back here. Rosie, can you wave? We are getting ready to head. It's about 10-12 minutes from our house. This is kind of fun for us because today is the very first market I ever went to last year, and it happened right around the exact same time. So I've been looking on my Facebook memories, and it's showing like my first setup that I made in my living room. And so it's really fun to know we're going back to that same market. Anyway, we are on our way. I'm wearing a dress that I've never worn before because it's really see-through, but I found these nude color pair of biker shorts to wear under them, and so I'm so excited. I even get to wear a new dress.
I'm wearing black athletic shorts and a green t-shirt.
I'm wearing the clothes I wore yesterday.
Rosie's buried beneath like 5,000 pieces of inventory and shelving. Okay, we'll see you when we get there. Guys, we are at the market and I'm in my spot. I'm a little disappointed in my spot because this is like the center hubbub and we are on the complete outer edge of the square, but I still think it'll be good. There's some nice big trees to hopefully give us some shade. And hopefully will be a well-attended market. It's a really beautiful morning. So we're gonna get started. Okay, you guys, market has started. Let me show you my setup. So these two are new. This entire rack itself is new, as are all of the makes in it. I put all my sweets here. Move Mario and Luigi back. This is kind of my sports team / random Michelangelo up there. My axolotls and jellyfish. This is kind of sea creatures minus Yoda. I moved my fruits and veggies down here. Bunch of minis and cheaper items here in the front. Turtles, kitties, chickens, and mushy pops. These are some random one-off bigger items in here. I hid my chickens because I kind of want to keep them. And then of course my 6-tiered shelf, I've got some frogs, farm animals, birds, bunnies, possums, penguins, and hanging across the top are my bees and a few hanging basket things. So here is the full look. I'm really pleased with how it all worked out. It's kind of fun how each time the setup is just a little bit different. But we are ready for customers. It's beautiful outside, and we're ready to roll. All right, guys, what time is it? It's noon. This is a super slow market, but it is perfect out, and we're spending all our profit on some pizza and calzones.
Mine is tiny.
It is beautiful out today, even though I haven't even written down a page of sales yet, but it's fine because we are enjoying the morning slash afternoon now, I guess. I'm gonna sit down and eat some yums. Hey guys, I didn't film very much at my market. I'm sorry, but here I am for the recap, and I wanted to show you my fit. I got to wear this pretty little dress today. Okay, like I said, I did not film very much. I guess I never know what to do when I'm filming there at the market, especially if there's not a whole lot going on. Like today, it was really pretty slow, a pretty slow market. But I'm not complaining about that. I'm not disappointed. It was so nice. It was like beautiful weather. We were in the shade. There wasn't a ton of traffic, which made it not very stressful. And I don't know, it was just a really enjoyable Saturday. And so even though I don't have like some huge number to report to you, I still would not say it was a bomb market. And so anyway, it is kind of interesting. Let me get my book. Okay, it is kind of interesting because I didn't sell more than 2 of anything in my booth. So I don't have like this top like bestseller, because it seemed like everyone was just buying one of a lot of different things. And so I don't have like a, oh, I definitely need to make more of that for next market, just because everything was just kind of all over the board. So I'm going to start with things I don't like, one-off things that I can just put the picture of over here before I start with the other sales. I almost want to call this my one and done market because there were so many just one random buys. My hair is so, it was humid today, so it is fuzzy. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna start with my highest ticket item of the day, which was my no-sew raccoon that I made for my A to Z challenge. I actually sold 4 things that I made specifically for my A to Z challenge that I wouldn't have crocheted if I didn't do that. And so that was really fun that I sold those today. I'll talk about the other ones here in a minute, but the raccoon, yeah, that is a no-sew pattern from Complicated Stitches here on YouTube. She has a tutorial on her channel, and it's a really unique, realistic shaped and looking plushie. So I had a little boy buy that for his late birthday present. So that was fun and not expected. I'm always surprised when people spend like more than $20 on an item at a market. So that was fun. Some other one-off things that kind of go into the same category as my A to Z challenge were my Jigglypuff, which I sold near the end of the market for $15, and my koala, which was purchased by one of my former students. Hi Casey, if you're watching. I'm so glad to see you and talk with you today. So she bought my koala for her husband. Her husband works for an installation company that has a koala as their like mascot and name, and it's hilarious because she told me her kids thought for the longest time that that's what their dad did, was he like handled and dealt with koalas as part of his job. I thought that was hysterical. Anyway, she bought my little koala for $8 along with a couple other things I'll mention later. And then the last one-off item that was sold for my A to Z challenge was my Pikachu, and it was so sweet. Probably my favorite purchase of the day. My friend Katie, whose son is obsessed with Pokemon, he is the one who inspired me to do some Pokemon for my A to Z challenge, and he ended up coming and buying Pikachu. So it just seemed just like meant for him. And I wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for him. And he is the sponsor of today's video. So let me show you what he has to say.
Who are you?
I am Owen, and I just bought a Pikachu for at least $17.
Remember, you got $16 since you're a valued customer.
Yeah.
You got a special sale.
Yeah.
Guys, this is Owen, and he is the one who inspired me to make some Pokemon. And he came and immediately picked out Pikachu today, huh? You're the reason this is in my booth, Owen. You should know that.
Yes.
So I'm really glad that you got that.
Yes. But
Do you have anything more to say?
yes.
Okay.
I really got this as an award for me because I almost earned all the badges. Once I earn all the badges, I'm gonna get Jigglypuff.
Oh, what is your favorite Pokemon?
Okay, my favorite leaf green Pokemon is Jigglypuff, and my favorite Sapphire Pokemon is, let's see here, is
So many choices.
there's like, let's just say Wingull.
Who?
Wingull.
Wingull.
I've never heard that one.
I'll have to look that one up, Owen.
Yeah, it's a flying water type. I have one more thing to tell you.
Okay, let's hear it.
I know a lot of legendary Pokemon, and for some, I shall give you 6 of them. We got
Okay.
Regirock, Registeel, Regice, Mewtwo, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno.
Excellent. Okay, can you tell the people thanks for watching?
Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
All right, I hope you guys got a kick out of that message from our sponsor, Owen. And maybe some more Pokemon knowledge. I had other people ask when they saw the Jigglypuff, and I told them I'd sold a Pikachu, if I had any more Pokemon. So I have a feeling that maybe I should make some more Pokemon for people at coming markets, because people were really excited about the 2 that I had. So anyway, and they both sold. All right, now let's go to my bestsellers. I had 4 items that I sold 2 of, so they are all tied for my bestsellers with two purchases each. So the first one was my first purchase of the day, a mini turtle. I have shorts on under this dress, so if I lean up and it's like, whoa, don't worry. The undercarriage is covered. Anyway, okay, so these mini turtles, this is a free pattern by Crochet with Luna, and I sell these for $8 a piece. My very first purchase of the day was my green, it's like an olive green color turtle with the variegated Sailor's Delight yarn as the shell. People seem to really like that color for turtle shells. I find that those have sold pretty well for me in my markets that I've had them. So I sold the Sailor's Cherry. My college years are creeping in. Okay. Sailor's Delight yarn turtle sold for $8, and I sold another one of these later on in the market. It was another one with a variegated shell. I had like the teal and dark blue and purple variegated yarn for the shell on it, and a teal body, and that sold for $8. So 2 of those sold. My other bestseller, oh dear, he's falling forward. My other bestseller were my Patchicks. So I had 5 of these available, and I sold 2 of them. That's what all my bestsellers are going to be, 2 of them. So this is with my new hair that I did that doesn't take as long as the embroidery. Both the ones that sold did have the embroidered hair. So I think people prefer that to this one, but this one's so much faster. It does feel nice still, even without the embroidered loops. I sell these for 20 a piece, and I feel like I keep hearing this everywhere, but one of the ladies who bought these said this should be a Patrick Duck for all the Jeep people. And if you haven't heard already, I am late to the game. Duck Duck Jeep is a game where you leave like rubber duckies with people who are Jeep owners. And so I thought it'd be really fun for a video. I've never made a rubber ducky plushie before, although I know they're super popular. But I thought it would be fun to make some of those on the car hangers or on the swing, and to film a video of my kids and I going and ducking Jeeps and kind of filming people's reactions to seeing like a duck strung over their like side mirror. I think that would be really fun. So maybe that will be a video coming up. I don't know. I think that would be really fun to do though. This is my own pattern, by the way. It is available on my Etsy, which I will try to remember to link below. I never remember to leave my own links. Okay, sold 2 of those. I also sold 2 Mabel chickens. Of course, what would one of my market blogs be without a best-selling Mabel chicken? So I sold 2 of these
one in my pumpkin spice, I call it pumpkin spice. It's like a cream orange tweed. I think woodland tweed is the name. I always call it my pumpkin spice yarn because that's what it reminds me of. I sold one of those and one of the sand, I think it's called sand tweed. It's this color tweed, which I'm out of both of those yarns and I can't find them. Maybe if I go on Hirschner's, I can get them for less than like $20 a skein like they are on Amazon, or completely unavailable. Anyway, I have so much yarn. Every time I think, oh, I'm out of that yarn, it's stressful because it's like, how am I out of any yarn with the amount of yarn that I have? I sell these for $12 a piece. And then my last bestseller with 2 total sales was my mini possums. I sold 2 of these guys. This is my own pattern. It is available for free on my Instagram, which I will try to remember to link below. But yeah, I also need to, on my Instagram, I've now made more patterns than I have room for in my pinned row at the top of my page. So I need to make like those archived stories with my patterns so they're easier to find on my page. But I believe this one is still pinned to the top of my page. Anyway, these usually are a hit, and I sold 2 today, so. Okay, now the rest are going to be one and done. I only sold one of all the rest of these at my market. So here we go. Let's start from my most expensive sell, which was one of my little chicken snugglers. These got some attention, only one sold, but I feel like people really liked these. I love them. I ended up pricing them for $22 a piece. If you haven't watched any of my recent videos, this is a paid pattern that I bought from Knight's Hook. Why do I do that? You know what that's called? It's called a spoonerism. That's where you flip the first 2 sounds of a word. So this is from Kite's Nook, not Knight's Cook, or whatever I said before. Anyway. Kite's Nook. This is her Henny Penny chicken pattern, and I am obsessed. This is my new favorite thing to make, and I had 5 available and I sold 1. It was in the it was in a black and white speckled yarn, not typewriter. It's more of a black, white, and gray, darker speckled, not like this. I don't know it's a burlap color, but it's the perfect barred rock chicken. So I sold that one. Also to my student, Casey. Hi, Casey, again. And hi to your daughter. Is your daughter's name Lyric? Is that right? Okay, anyway. I sold her one of these, the koala, and she also bought a mini axolotl. So I only sold 1 mini axolotl. How is that? That's weird. Why don't I mention that now though? These are a free pattern from my friend Beth, Scarlet Garden Crochet, and I bought 6 of these, and my teal one sold. So it's like dark teal and then like a frosting teal color. Can we still see these down here? Okay. Okay. I also sold a poo. I'm super excited. This is my own pattern too. And my poo got a lot of attention. So I only sold 1 of them, but a lot of people picked up poo and were excited and recognized Winnie the Pooh. So I ended up selling these for $15, and I sold 1 of him. Again, this is available on my Etsy. And then I sold, let's keep going with that same shape. I sold a mallard, and I'm super excited because I haven't sold a little assorted bird like for several markets. But my good friend Jamie, she is our pastor's wife. Her daughter Juniper, who is like a year younger than Rosie. Anyway, she came and bought a mallard from me, and I was so excited. By the way, this is going to be my next, I'm going to try to make Henny Penny, but as a mallard. So with these colors, that's what I'm planning on doing with this pattern next. But mallards, I sell these also for $15. Again, in the $15 category, same size and shape, was a KU Jayhawk. I feel like this doesn't count almost because my mom bought it.
like an obligated buy, isn't it? Anyway, my mom came with my aunt and she bought a KU Jayhawk for her friend's mom who is a KU fan. So I sold one of these for $15. Thanks, Mom. Okay, another $15 item. I think I have the most of $15 items in my booth. Another one was a mini moo. That's what I sell these as. This is from the Cozy Stitch. By the way, did I say this is my own pattern? This is my pattern. This is my pattern. Have I written and published them? No. I've written and published a robin, which is similar to these. Anyway, this is from the Cozy Stitch. I bought this. This is one of her chubby buddies. This is the cow from her farm pack. I didn't buy the whole pack. I just bought the cow. I sold a black and white. It was white with black spots. One of those for $15 as a baby shower gift. I think that's all the rest of the $15 items. Oh, I forgot a $20 item. This is axolotls. This is modified, a bigger axolotl than the pattern I use. Why can't I talk? It's modified to a bigger size than a free pattern on Instagram. And I forget the maker. I'll put the maker down here. But I do modify the pattern. So this isn't exactly that pattern, but pretty much it's just bigger rounds. I sell these for $20. I sold a teal. So both the axolotls I sold, the big one and the mini one, were both teal colored with the teal frosting as the body. So the big and middle one of those. Oh, look, I'll put them as little friends. There they go. Okay, what's next? Everything else is under $15. So I sold one piggy. I sell these for $13. This is my own pattern that I kind of started with. The Passionate Crafter wrote a Muddy Pig no-sew pattern, and it's for like a large size pig. And I kind of did her idea for the nose, starting with the nose and then crocheting outward, but I made it just a tiny size. But yeah, this pig I sell for $13. I sold one of those. I sold another $13 pattern, was a penguin. I love these. I feel like there are penguin people, like people that are only going to buy something if there's a penguin. I don't know. I've specifically been asked about penguins at a couple different markets, so I'm glad I have them available now. But I sold one of the classic black, white, and gray colored penguins for $13. This is a free pattern by Hakia's Art. Don't fall over, Pat. Okay. Then the rest of these fall into my minis category. I sold a mouse, a gray mouse. This is a white mouse, obviously, but I sold a gray mouse for $10. This is, again, my own pattern. It is free on my Instagram. This is one that is not pinned anymore, so you might have to scroll down a little bit to find it until I make that little archive thing. But yeah, this is a free pattern on my Instagram, and I just had the Cozy Buckeye made this, and my possum for the Share the Love Challenge, which was so exciting and fun for me. Stacy Makes, who also started that challenge, has also made my mouse, and I think both April and Stacy both mentioned that they just started with the body color and then came back in and embroidered the nose on the tip, which is what I did with this one. I wish I would have done it smaller though. So my possum, this is starting with the 6 in a magic ring with pink, and this I just embroidered on afterwards. I like the look of this better, but I think I just put too many lines on my embroidery on that one. But anyway, both of these are free. This is modified from this pattern. So, okay. Sold a gray one of those for $10. Then I sold a blueberry. I have not sold any of my little fruits forever, but I sold a blueberry for $7 to a girl that was wearing this super cute outfit. It's funny how you remember some people more than others. It was like this really she was, okay, anyway, I'm not going to describe her outfit on here. Good grief. But she bought a blueberry. So one blueberry, and then I sold one of my mini frogs. This is the cheapest thing in my booth. I sell these for $5 a piece. I sold one of them in a mint green, and that wraps up everything that sold today at my market. So that was a total of how many items? 1, 2, 3, 22, 23, 24. I sold a total of 24 plushies, and that cash total was $332. I believe my booth fee was $40. I paid it a while ago. It was either $35 or $40. So was it my best market ever? No. But did I really enjoy myself at this market? Yes. Totally would have done it again, knowing that I still made half as much as last year. That doesn't bother me. It was still a really fun market. We spent way too much of my profits on food. We bought Simple Simon's pizza. Jake and I both ordered calzones thinking they were gonna be like, you know, like this big. No, it was like half a freaking pizza. We each got one of those, and Rosie got a full mini pizza for herself. So that was like $40. And then we also got ice cream afterwards at a new ice cream shop that opened up in town. And I bought some candy from another vendor. Is that everything we spent money on? I feel like there was even more, maybe not. But yeah, so I didn't make a ton of profit this time, but it was still fun. And with my profits, guess what my first purchase is going to be besides food at the market? My anchor pattern. I'm so excited. Let me show you what I'm using for colors. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited for this. So if you didn't see my past videos, I am going to enter into the adult crochet category at the fair that's in a couple weeks. So Rosie's showing chickens, I'm showing crochet. What do you know? So I just purchased, this is the Sailor's Delight variegated yarn from Bernat. I have 4 skeins of that. I'm sure that will be plenty, I hope, for this octopus. And then I was going back and forth on what to use for the tentacle suction cups on the pattern. It's like a bunch of bobble stitches. And at first I was going to use one color, and I was going to go with this Misty Jungle Green from Bernat. I have 2 skeins of this, and I could do all of them in this color, but I thought it might be cool to do like an ombre effect underneath. I've seen people do the rainbow ones, which I think are so fun and cool to do the rainbow colors for each tentacle. But I thought it'd be fun to do a variegated look. But here's my issue. So I only have 3 shades of this varying tealish green. I have light teal. Is that the name of this? It's probably not. I think this is called light teal, whatever. And then I have this is a little bit darker than Misty Jungle Green. And then I have this color. What is this color? I don't even know. But see how they're kind of like progressively getting darker? So I thought it might be neat to do like an ombre effect, but my problem is I don't have anything lighter than this, and I don't have a darker teal than this, and there's 8 legs on an octopus. 8 is not divisible by 3. So I either need to do 2 colors or 4 colors. And my only other option for a 4th color to do 2 of each is to do basically a completely different color. So it'd be like almond, which I feel like would be weird. Or like this twilight. Maybe I'll do that. What do you think? What do you think of this ombre? Do I have enough of this color to do 2 tentacles suction cup with? Maybe I'll test out with the Misty Green. But I think maybe this as an ombre effect on the tentacles. What are your thoughts, guys? Anchor the octopus in these shades. What do we think? Is this blue too departed? Should I just stick with doing Misty Green? I'm gonna post this today just so I can get some feedback on what you guys think I should do for the suction cups with this yarn. Okay? Let me know what you think down below. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for everyone who supports me, watches my videos, comments. I recognize your names. I feel like I know some of you guys, even though we've never met, other than, you know, you commenting on my on my YouTube videos, or maybe over on my Instagram. But I recognize your names, and I feel like you're all my little crochet friends. So I am just thankful for you guys and for your support. And yeah, next video, you'll see Anchor. And I am also going down to the bookshop, maybe tomorrow, to stock the shop, which I'm excited about, because since I still have a ton of inventory from this market, I don't think that will be as stressful, and I can focus more on my anchor making. Okay, thanks guys, bye.
Guys, I almost went a whole movie without showing the chickens. I know everyone likes the chickens. Who wouldn't like the chickens? Hi girls. I've been stressing out because of the heat. They haven't been laying as much. Hi girls. But yesterday and today, it seems like their production is back up. Oh. Well, hello, Goldie. Are you laying an egg? Good girl. Okay, tell the people goodbye. Say thanks for watching.